Welcome to Access a Trader, the #1 community for those who are committed to taking control of their trading in order to achieve success, profitability, and longevity. Thank you for joining us. Here's Dan Shapiro to help you find your edge, master your process, and own your future.
Hey guys, good evening everybody. Welcome to another edition of the AccessATrader.com nightly wrap-up show. Hope everybody is doing well. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Snowing outside. I woke up this morning, 1 degree in New Jersey. 1 degree. Okay, I am hoping this nightmare ends soon. But again, for all you guys who live in South Florida and any warm part of the country, we're not friends till about May, so good riddance. Anyway. All I ask, guys, as usual, just click a like, support the channel. Again, hopefully I will continue to provide content that you can use only on a day-to-day basis. I'm not, trying to guess where stock's going to be a month from now, 3 years from now. I am taking data, literally data on the closing bell and applying it for the next day. Good, bad, or indifferent, short, long, or delta neutral. That's what it is. Reality is reality. The market goes up, the market goes down. Our job as traders is to take the data and make heads or tails based on our own individual process. So let's talk about it. The euphoria continues. The Trump euphoria was pretty obvious on the run-up into his inauguration. Okay, it continued this morning. The $500 billion AI infrastructure played out very, very well. If you look at the names, I'll get to the pivots in a second. Really, really good session today. But if you look at the names that were mentioned on this infrastructure play, ARM went out of its mind. Microsoft, out of its mind. LRCX. You guys remember LRCX? The last minute yesterday, I turned around in the video and go, wow, this crap actually looks pretty good. Right? Put up a nice move today, right into supply. Okay, put up a nearly $2.5, $3 move today. LRCX did very, very well. NVDA, see, there is a market god, right? When I was recording the video was only up like 20, 30 cents after hours. By the time I recorded the video and took my daughter to the training and came back, and I was like, what the hell is going on? The video was like up 3 after the close. Very happy about it. You woke up this morning, the video is up 4.5 today, and it closed literally within what, 70 cents of the high of the day. Beautiful, just an absolute beautiful move. But the most important part of this whole move was the equation we continuously talk about. A stock reclaiming the 50-day moving average, which it did yesterday. You had the massive option flow it had all day yesterday. And the most important part is when that clicks, right? Obviously, news comes out. That's great. But when that clicks, that is the magical formula. And I wish somebody would told me that when I first started. But again, daily chart plus repeat call buyer, short-term expiration usually will lead to good things. So beautiful move, right? Beautiful, beautiful move all around. I think the market's getting a little ahead of itself. Okay, just a little bit, right? A little bit. I'm not going to sit here today and go, you guys should short everything inside tomorrow. Just be careful, right? Be careful. Do I think NVIDIA could have one more day, right? One more day? Yeah, sure. Why not? Right? I think so. Obviously, the value on NVIDIA is any week open, right? That's the whole point. When a stock breaks out, you want to get the stock that breaks out into profit taking, into rising 60-minute support. Like I don't have any overnight, so I'm looking for any weakness to try to take advantage of cheap shares. So, can NVIDIA go one more day? Sure, I think so, right? Is it possible you get one more day out of ARM? Yeah, why not, right? Why not? Microsoft, right? Why not? But the point is, just be careful. Don't start looking at stocks that had 4, 5, 6-day runs ahead of the Trump transition. Now, after the Trump transition, just be careful. Look at stocks that are coming off the bottom channels. That's the key. The bottom channels is obviously the way to go. We'll get to the pivots in a second. Really good morning. I literally could have been done within the first 20 minutes of the day. Meta had a good move. Amazon had a great move. NVIDIA, again, obviously had a really, really good move. This LRCX went absolutely nuts. So the market continues to be good, but just again, just be a little wary, right? I always say this: you want to be, if you ever think a stock is overextended, that means the stock is overextended. If you look at the macro view of the markets, again, keep this in mind: the Qs, since reclaiming back the 50-day moving average, have gone from what, 518 to what, 534 in 4 sessions. That's a big move. Again, for a healthy market, you need consolidation, right? You need consolidation. You need a little bit of distribution. You can't just go one way straight up. You need a little bit of rest. So you want to, again, try to leave the names alone, have these really, really big runs, and find stocks coming off their bottoms. Again, continuation, Microsoft, Amazon, yeah, and NVDA, yeah, again, I'd like to get them into weakness, but just be very, very careful, right? Be very, very careful on the overall spectrum. Other than that, Netflix had a really, really good quarter yesterday. And again, here's a point. Like, again, why are you buying something, up 150 points? Where's the safety net? Like, what's your strategy? What's your exit plan? And that's exactly what happened with Netflix. Netflix gapped and just literally faded from $1,006 all the way down to $950 pretty much the whole day. Tesla's having some sort of issues. I don't know what's going on with Tesla. I really don't. Like, I want to continue to keep it. I want to continue to kind of give it the benefit of the doubt. There's no entry right now. There's no entry long or short. It's just kind of playing ping pong in this whole area between the 5 and the 10-day moving average. It keeps on holding the 10, but it keeps on getting rejected on the 5. And you can see here 3 straight days of lower highs. Obviously, if it starts losing the bottom of the range, I'm obviously going to be a seller of the stock or shorter of the stock. But two really weird bets came in today mid-morning. And this is kind of why I want to kind of maybe give it the benefit of the doubt. There were 2 buyers that came in. Okay, keep this in mind. Today is Wednesday, right? So we only have 2 days till expiration. 2 separate buyers came in. Maybe it's the same person, but 2 separate buyers came in. One for the 440 weeklies, okay, and one for the 442.50 weeklies. They both had a 6-figure bet. Now, again, I'm asking myself, well, why the hell are you betting $20, $25 with 2 days, with 2 days into expiration if you don't know something, right? Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I mean, I joked around and I go, maybe Nancy Pelosi is cooking up something in the kitchen. I don't know. This is all speculation. Maybe they do know something, maybe they don't. But it's very, very odd to bet $20, $25 with 2 days left of expiration. Again, I'm watching it based on that, that odd last couple orders. I'm going to watch it. But again, there's something wrong there. For some reason, it just can't rally. Every single time it had an opportunity to rally today, it got upgraded today. I forgot by whom, but it got upgraded today with like a 500 to 550 price target and still couldn't rally. Something weird is going on there. There's a lot of uranium names that look pretty good. It's not really my thing, but I was going through charts and I saw some pretty good charts in the uranium group. I just want to kind of pass these things along. Like, look at like CCJ above the 50-day moving average. Look at a name, for example. Let me just see if I remember the symbols. I didn't write them down. Like, look at this UUU. It's not that far off the 50-day moving average. Look at DNN. Right, look at DNN, just right underneath the 50-day moving average. There was a couple other names. Was it NNE maybe? Yeah, like NNE busting out. So that group's starting to look pretty good. If you trade non-beta names, keep an eye on it. Even the small, even some other really smaller names are starting to bust out as well, or at least getting there. Like, look at UEC, finally closed above the 50-day moving average. So again, if you don't trade, and again, I'm just pointing it out there. So I'm not really following these names. I'm just kind of showing you guys that there are other groups that are going to wake out. It might take you 3 months to make money on these trades versus like 30 minutes on the mega cap technology. But at least, again, there are other groups for other traders that you can do very, very well with. So let's talk about the pivots, right? Let's talk about the pivots again on the macro point of view. Again, like I said, I think the market might be a little ahead of itself. Again, I want to be a little bit cautious tomorrow. Not looking at anything overextended. I still obviously want to participate on the upside, but again, anything that's overextended, I kind of want to stay away. I'll buy the overextended names if we get a morning washout, like a Microsoft, like an NVIDIA, but it's going to be very, very tough for myself to convince myself, like an Austin Powers conversation, to buy these things day 3, day 4. Again, this is where you are start buying stock from the 25th floor. Anyway, so here are the pivots for today. Carvana, Carvana gave an initial move. 38 needs to build to confirm the 50-day moving average. So it initially popped up, right? Initially popped up. It went from 38 all the way up to 243.60 before reversing. Again, it did give a $5 move, and then it reversed pretty aggressively. Again, you can see why it stopped right at the upper Bollinger Band, but it did give a nice pop here. RKLB, I still like this thing for tomorrow. Look, maybe not for tomorrow, for the next couple of days, but look at RKLB. RKLB had a huge breakout yesterday, consolidated today. This is called an inside day with a lot smaller volume. Maybe it needs another day or so, but watch this thing go sideways. If this thing finally starts busting out, especially above yesterday's channel, this thing could really, really wake up. So keep an eye on that. Amazon was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Amazon 233, massive December channel, needs to confirm 5-star. Amazon gave look, when you give a $2.50 move on Amazon on one candle, that's kind of a big deal, right? Amazon gave a beautiful move from 33 to 35 and change, very, very aggressively. This is the highest close in this whole formation. LRCX, you guys remember last night we talked about LRCX? I was just looking at it, I go, wow, this thing actually looks pretty good. LRCX 82.85 needs to build. Tough name, but the chart looks ready, and it did fine. It did absolutely fine. Again, one of the contestants that are benefiting, or at least should benefit from the AI infrastructure that Trump announced. So 82.85 took out the 65-day EMA and traded the next supply of 85 and change. Beautiful move. There's nothing wrong with that move. Traded from supply to supply, and that's exactly the whole point. Marvel, I still like Marvel. It never gave a second entry. Traded up like 40 cents or so. It never gave a second entry. I want to watch Marvel if option flow comes in. I think it's very, very important. Again, it's very tough to buy a stock without any option flow. The options market really ignites the underlying equity. And I caught a nice trade on Meta. 626 needs to build. A buyer come in. That's the whole point. A buyer came in when the stock was like 621, 622, came in for the 630 weeklies. And, Meta spiked, had a beautiful spike. Nothing wrong with Meta. Here's the pivot right here. Got above this channel here, confirmed 626, traded up to almost 634. Didn't quite get up to the December highs, but a nice pop. Nothing wrong with that. A nice pop on Meta, and I believe that is it. So obviously between Meta, Amazon, and NVIDIA, especially NVIDIA overnight, there was a really, really good value for today. So let me give you guys some ideas for potentially tomorrow. Let me get to my little screen here. Let me see what we're working with. All right, take a look. All right, so let's talk about Apple, right? Apple's been, dare I say, not good, right? Let's keep it PG. Apple lost the 50-day moving average. We all know what happens when you lose the 50-day. We all know what happens when you get above the 50-day. So it lost the 50-day moving average and went from 240 all the way down to 219. I think it got downgraded again this morning. I could be wrong, but as you can see here, it held the bottom channel area. You see how it's gotten rejected back-to-back highs on this upper channel here? Let's watch this thing tomorrow. Just in case there's a dead cat bounce, if it could reclaim yesterday's channel, who knows? Maybe we could get a $2-3 push into the 5-day, assuming if the market continues to stay strong. Look at letter U, right? Look at letter U. Look at the last time. You see the last time here on November the 20th, it reclaimed the 50-day moving average, and it went basically from $20 all the way up to $28 in about 3 weeks. You could see here, right? You could see here how letter U closed above the 50-day today, first time. If they could just get above, right? If they could just get above the January highs, I think this thing could wake up. So definitely a name you want to watch. NVIDIA, again, NVIDIA, I want to give it one more day to see if it can give us one more push. Again, huge buyers came in. Let me see what else I want to give you guys. Yeah, let's watch Microsoft also. Let's watch Microsoft as well, just in case. Again, it broke this powerful downtrend highest close in this whole formation. Let's see if there's a day 2 above today's channel. And again, I want to keep an eye, like I said, on Tesla. I'm kind of delta neutral on it. The only reason why I want to watch it more closely tomorrow than any other day is just because those 2 weird buyers that came in late morning to see if somebody, quote unquote, knows something or somebody just has wishful thinking. That's it, everybody. Have a great night, everybody. God bless. Just a reminder, tomorrow is Thursday. There is no video. It's my normal night off to kind of recharge for Friday's session. But for the rest of you guys, I will see you in the webinar, and the rest of you, I will see you on the field. Take care, guys. Have a great, great evening.